Well, it's time now for our main event, Brian, the 12-man tag that will lead to the 12-man tag. And we don't even know who Briscoe's team is yet. So they do a pre-tape again in the backstage, where Briscoe reveals his team, which is he's got the members of his little job guy group there. Kyle O'Reilly, bless Kyle. Pockets, that way past stale one-note joke. Roderick Strong, bless him, what a talent, stuck in this fucking mire. And he brings in Take-A-Shit, who's recently been excommunicated from the Callis family, and Darby Allin. Because they sense that maybe we need to get some goddamn name value on this team, I guess, in this environment. And while they're doing the interview, Kyle O'Reilly just offhandedly says, and by the way, I talked to Tony, and if anyone in the match tonight gets disqualified, then they're out of the pay-per-view. Did you hear that remark that he made there like that?
I actually did not. I did not hear that. Because at this point, I was kind of checked out on the show by this point.
Exactly. Not only was it thrown out in an offhanded way, but then they proceeded to have a match where literally everybody in the match did something that if you were following the rules of wrestling, that they would be disqualified for doing in front of the referee, and then nobody ever got disqualified. So why was that even said?
So it could be anyway, a 6-on-1 cage match at the pay-per-view, technically?
Well, no. If somebody got disqualified,
it would only
be
one
match,
person. Yeah, actually.
It would only be one. So it'd be 6 against 5. So you think, well, maybe they're going to Iggy one out or whatever. No, nobody got disqualified. But they all did things because it wasn't announced as a no disqualification, anything goes match, but they still did everything they normally do everywhere in the fucking building. So anyway, so they had the scrambled egg match. Big schmoz. There's no logic, no sense. I fast forwarded to the finish because it was just on and on with that. Mark Briscoe hits the J Driller on MJF and makes the cover, but Don jumps up on an apron and draws the referee. That's the only manager thing he ever does. So there's no count. So Mark gets up and goes to the top, but there Kyle stops him. But Roddy tagged himself in by slapping Mark's back at the same time Kyle stopped Mark. So Roddy jumps down on MJF, and MJF immediately gets an armbar on him and he taps out. The end. And then the heels start getting blasé, kind of fake looking heat on the baby faces while they're down. And they shit can all of them except for Mark Briscoe. And now suddenly all these baby faces are just completely goddamn paralyzed on the floor. They've been thrown from the ring for taking a bump and they're never going to get back up. They've been slipped a Mickey Finn. Because now MJF wants Andre to help him by holding Briscoe while he hits him. But Andre won't do it. And they argue back and forth. And Don convinces Andre, well, you got to do it. So, okay, Andre holds it. Meanwhile, all the baby faces in this company were people, even Darby Allin, all the people that take bumps through goddamn gasoline blowers and off cliffs. I'm so frazzled I can't form a cogent simile. Nobody ever gets hurt in this fucking company. They chuck them all out of the ring. Mark Briscoe's all on his own. And Andre holds him and Mark hits him. MJF hits him with the diamond ring. And all the heels pose over the top of poor old Mark Briscoe. But Andre is given the stink eye to MJF. So it's a muddle. It's fake. It's phony. It's the heels are fighting the heels. The baby faces are fighting the baby faces. It's so complicated. All righty. There you go.
Yeah, not very good. That's AEW Dynamite. Not very good. and just not very good. Just really not.
Yeah, really, really not on the good side.